Okay, so some of you have been asking why our sleepwear is worth $64. I'm going to tell you all the reasons, and I'm going to save the best one for the last. The thing that no one else is doing, wait till the end for that one, okay? So number one, we play in the premium sleepwear space. All these other big name brands play in that space as well. They're all in and around the $60 to $70 sleepwear mark. However, they're not nearly as high quality as us often, and they're also not as safe as ours. All right, so let's talk about premium quality first and foremost. So our Sleep of Mind, sleep sack, pajamas, as well as swaddles are all made out of GOTS certified organic cotton. So that means that all the way from when the cotton is grown, pesticide free, all the way to how it is produced into the fabric itself, as well as how we produce the garment ourselves. We actually don't add any dyes to it, so there are no fabric dyes. That's why you see this off-white color, and you're guaranteed that when your baby is sleeping in this for 15, 16, 17 hours a day, okay, times how many days a year, they're not going to be ingesting any harmful chemicals. We're also OEKO-TEX Standard 100 certified. That means that everything, all the components, all the textiles, they are all OEKO-TEX Standard 100 certified, meaning that independent labs have gone in and tested to see what levels, all the phthalates, the lead, all of those chemicals that you typically find in infant sleepwear, they've actually certified our garments meet a lower standard than the North American, in fact, global infant sleepwear standards. When they're self-soothing through this fabric and that's in their mouth hours and hours, at a time each night, they're not ingesting any harmful chemicals. Zippers, all right? You're gonna notice that our zippers have no hole in the zipper pull. Hole in the zipper pull actually can wrap around the tooth, and when baby's trying to take this off of their tooth and trying to get rid of it, it can often lead to dental injuries. They can rip their tooth out of their mouth, which we obviously don't want. So it's in our best interest, in your best interest, to make sure that no baby is gonna be able to do that with theirs, as well as, you know what, let's make sure that they can't actually get to the zipper in the first place. So we have nice deep zipper guards, okay, because we've got a two-way zipper. So the zipper comes up from the bottom. You can do your easy diaper changes at nighttime. It's a locking zipper as well, so it's not gonna come loose. We've got three zipper guards. So the one at the top that's covering, so it doesn't pinch the skin at the top. We've got the interior zipper guard so that all the way down, that zipper track is not touching baby's skin. So again, no pinching, as well as if your baby has eczema, anything rough is going to agitate the skin. And then we've got the third zipper guard at the very bottom. This is not something that's going to come off in the wash. There's not going to be any sparkles on your baby's face or eyes or anything like that. I think it's very difficult to tell what this is just through the camera. You really got to see it and feel it for yourself. It's not glitter. It's not the type of thing that you're thinking about when you're watching this on the camera. And so it doesn't operate that way. And if baby starts sucking on this in the middle of the night, it's okay. And that's how we designed it. We designed it to go through a million washes over and over and over again. Our wash instructions are very simple, just cold water and low heat for the dryer. Very, very simple. If you want to extend the life of this, then you just turn it inside out and zip it back up as well. And so it's very, very durable, which is why it took a lot of time to figure out what would be the right material, what is safe, what is OEKO-TEX Standard 100 approved, meaning no harmful chemicals, what is going to be something that babies can scratch or bite or suck on without it, harming them or the garment itself. So no, please don't just stick stickers on your baby's sleepwear. It's probably going to end up in their mouth and they're probably going to end up swallowing it. Okay, so there's a lot of research that we've done in order to make sure that this is durable and safe for the long haul. We've made this dye-free, no harmful chemicals there, as well as, hey, it saves you money because if you have another child, it's gender neutral. So that $64 is actually gonna go a long way because traditional arms up swaddles, you need 3 sizes to go from 0 to 3 months. This typically, without the band, you'll need it to be very tight, right? So you're gonna need to size up every few weeks as your baby grows. But because we have the band grows with your child. And so you only need 1 size through that newborn period. Often with the heavier sleep sacks, one like this, they're not able to roll very well because they're not strong enough yet, right? And they're gonna get really frustrated. Like, hey, I can roll on the playmat, but how come I can't roll in the crib when I have my heavy sleep sack on? And so that's why this is created this way, a wider cut and a lighter material friendly to freedom of movement. That's what we want to see. We want to be able to have babies, once they're not swaddled anymore, they really do need to have full range of motion in order to be able to keep themselves safe. They're not going to get into a situation where that they can't get out of if they aren't restricted in any way. So TOG rating, if you've never heard of that, it's basically indicating how warm the garment is. So ours is a 0.5 TOG, and that is the safest for sleep. We designed it this way also because it saves you money. So Reason why it's safer is because overheating is a big risk factor for SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. So if you have the lightest TOG available, which is 0.5 is, you're always going to be able to dress down or up baby underneath. So you're going to be able to choose, that long sleeve footed one-piece pajama, or maybe having a bodysuit underneath that as well if it's really cold. Or if it's super hot, maybe there's nothing underneath the sleep sack other than a diaper. So it's up to you. You can make that decision in terms of how you layer up or down underneath, but you're always going to have the safest TOG sleep sack. If you took this on vacation and that's all you had, then you don't really have much of an option, okay? And the last point about safety is a lot of these higher TOG sleep sacks, like a 2.5 like this one, they actually have a polyester filling. The polyester full of microplastics. So here's one that I've actually cut open. This filling inside, it's all plastic. Polyester is 100% synthetic. When you put this in the washing machine, microplastics will go throughout your baby's laundry. When your baby sucks on their sleep sack, they will still be able to have the microplastics over time leaching through because, as I said, they are in their sleep sacks for many, many hours a day, especially when they're teething. After roughly 6 months or so, start teething a lot, start putting everything in their mouth all the time. Their sleepwear is no exception. They are always putting their sleepwear, the zippers, everything that you can imagine, everything that they can get a hold of in their mouth. And so you don't want anything that's synthetic to be in their mouth. You don't want anything harmful in their mouth either. A quick note about bamboo. Most bamboo that's made into infant sleepwear is processed using very harmful chemicals. So they take the bamboo plant, which is very, very fibrous, not anything soft at all. They take all these chemicals, very harsh chemicals, and it breaks down those fibers. So number one, harsh chemicals in your sleepwear. Number two, harsh chemicals now into the environment after they're finished with them. Number three, it also destroys any antibacterial properties of the natural bamboo. So if the brand that you bought your bamboo sleep sack from is claiming antibacterial properties, that's a huge red flag for you that they're not actually being honest. Okay, that's a really big sign of greenwashing. So the most amazing feature is this design. And if you haven't seen it yet, take a look now. Any baby monitor that has night vision, you'll be able to see your baby breathing. The IR light from your night vision camera reflects off of our design. Every time you see your baby take a breath, you're seeing how the reflection changes. And that's going to indicate to you that motion is happening, right? That they're probably breathing, and that you don't have to go and check. You can if you want to, but you don't have to go in and check if you're confident in that shimmer, pattern kind of changing, right? If they weren't breathing, then it would stay static, so that you would see it reflecting, but you wouldn't see the reflection changing at all. So I would highly recommend to go check your camera or go check your baby. Also, our packaging is 100% compostable. You could actually plant this in the garden, and in 45 days, it'll be gone. Those, not just this design, those are all of the reasons as to why you're $64.